going on, guys? It's Andre from the Unathletic. If you guys are looking for a brand new couch for your home, you guys should check out madeirascollection. It's a company from a friend of ours. If you guys are looking for great quality, great style, check them out. madeirascollection. Link down below.
Welcome back to your favorite show, The Unathletic.
Andre.
Welcome back. To be fair, we're going to be sharing mic today. We'll see how it goes. Me and Los and Eddie, we're going to see what's up. But
Hello, guys. Hello.
we're going to try to do a three-way. Yeah, vale verga.
It's going to be a little rough.
But
Just hold in the middle and just talk like that.
Hey, but now he's not going to have an excuse to not have it in his mouth.
No,
No,
I've been doing better at that.
we got to do that stuff because if not, it's going to be fucking...
You haven't doing that. You haven't been doing better.
Tossing it over to Los.
Hey, it's me.
Here comes 1/3 of the Unathletic.
We'll do...
Andre Avalos.
Oh, wait. Gotta take off my shoes.
You got your water away? You got your water? Get the gallon away.
I can't drink water.
It's my water away. You think my water? Got a cold sore away.
Oh, no. Guy's a child.
This fucking guy brings his own water. I bring a water bottle. Le quiero tomar. I don't fucking get it, way. Don't fucking get it, way. Jesus Christ. I'm just kidding. No te agüites, güey. Así como te dicen en el fantasy.
Hey, it is what it is, pa.
I'm gonna give you the mic, way.
Double mic because it's important.
Now let's start off with thank you, fucking Churro for the couch, Madeira Collection. Once again, you guys know where to find them.
Looks like it's waterproof.
Wait, so it's AG Furniture. Madera Collection is...
Yeah, Madeira Collection is like a separate, it's the same brand, but just like Jordan for Nike, for example.
And that's what this couch is from.
From Madeira's Collection, yeah.
Pretty good collection.
Nice.
Shout out to Churro. Use code Unathletic for not
Zip.
sure what, but a little something, you know. I
Just buy a couch,
yeah,
please.
I think code Unathletic gives you 10% off. Code Churro Flex gives you 5. So whatever you guys want. I also want to give a
$10 off.
Code Churro Flakes might get you blocked from their Instagram.
it might get you a used couch.
If they use code Churro Flakes, I feel like that's a good thing. That means that they watch us,
That they're listening.
they're listening, and they're interested, you know? Never know. Free couch.
Free couch. Free couch for the 1,000th cop.
For the 1,000 scalp, yep.
Free couch once we reach 1,000 subs. We're raffling it off.
Eddie's buying.
The Unathletic is buying.
Tax write-off.
Oh,
At
shit.
1,000, we should start making some sponsorship. So hopefully, but yeah,
Good to be back, boys.
welcome back. I want to
Two
fucking
mics.
hey, I want what?
You're going to have to repeat yourself. So,
2 mics. We're here. We're back.
okay, we have the time on. We're ready to rock. I think it's going to be a good one.
We'll try way. I was gonna say huge shout out to ShaggyMonSweets way. For some fucking reason, nobody expected it way. We did a 4-hour pop up. In an hour and a half, everything was gone. I'm not sure if anybody showed up from the podcast or not, but great job. Thank you guys. Fantastic. Eddie and Lo showed up. We were sold out, but thank you.
Yeah, I showed up at the end. Well, it wasn't supposed to be the end,
But it happened to be, yeah.
but they were sold out basically. And now I was lucky enough to get a cookie, fire, snickerdoodle, great flavor. And I got 2 vanilla cupcakes, also fire, great flavor.
Hell yeah.
I'm a sucker for sweets, so they hit me right in the spot.
Yeah, I ended up pulling up like right at like at 2:30. I had to go to TJ. It took a little bit longer than usual. Crossed back, and I told my girl, I was like, oh, we'll probably make it like by 1:30. Turns out at like 1 minute, he's thinking everything was like sold out. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, so you got there after me?
So yeah, they were already like everything was put away, but like I just showed up.
Just to
Eric's mom,
support.
Just to support.
Yeah,
Like ask how I was, and then we got our cupcakes and chat a little bit. Yeah.
that's exactly what we did.
My girl loves them, bro. She was a little upset because, so she got 2. It was like I think corn, or carrot cake, corn, carrot cake, and tres leches cake, and she loves both of those. Those are like her 2 favorite. And she gets home, and like her dad was like, oh, ¿qué traes? And it was like, oh, pues cómete el de tres leches. And then her mom was like, oh, pues yo quiero probar ese, el de zanahoria. Nope. She took both. She didn't get any.
No way.
So she was just like, damn. I mean, that's all right. You know, I'll go back and get more. So
Yeah. Next pop up.
next pop up.
Next pop up.
Really? I think so, yeah. That's fast. It's a big turnaround.
That's a bit. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Honestly, that's good. You know, you got to get out there just like us. We're out there.
We're out there.
Yes, we are. I was like,
Oh my god, that's funny. I'm glad we don't have like a Spotify or Apple podcast, just so people are forced to see this. We're out there.
Here you go, Rick.
I'm gonna fucking pass that at the most awkward times. Right? I feel
Nah, we'll figure it out somehow. Where do we start? Let's see what we got.
That's too good.
Okay. Do you guys want to start with fantasy, or do you guys want to start off with something a little more what's the word? What's the word? Something that could be good or bad.
I'm gonna hand it off to the culprit.
Not debatable. ¿Cuál la puta palabra, güey?
Mixed feelings or
figure it out, Eric.
Fuck.
well, whatever it is. I'm gonna hand it off to the culprit. Wait, do you want to do
At the end.
fantasy?
Fantasy. All right, so I'll do this.
Tipo rant.
Remember, I sent it to you. I sent Eddie a video on Instagram like a couple days ago. So I don't forget. Let's break it down. Wait. What do you guys think? You guys both have girls. I've had a girl, obviously. What do you guys think about like all the trends and blah blah? Okay, you know, the new outfits, the new stuff like that. I feel like for a while now we've had like the trend of. I feel like girls' bikinis be getting smaller and smaller. What do you guys think? Am I tripping?
I don't know. Actually, like I've heard a lot about that. Like
On Instagram,
I've never personally seen somebody with a small ass bikini. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
But I have seen fucking broken nose. No, I have seen like videos like, why the fuck if I go into the gym, I'm going to the beach, and like they're wearing the people are wearing nothing. You know, like what happened to bikinis not covering any shit like that.
Conservative.
Personally, me, I haven't seen anything, so I can't say much like personally. But I don't know. I can see it. Like I people I feel nowadays are like they don't care.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't really seen anything like too crazy that I can think of, but
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Well, the reason I say it is because I was watching this video of this guy that's like, dude, right now, like, there's a trend. To be fair, I feel like I see most of it on Instagram, social media, Twitter, whatever. All the, you know, hotter models, whatever, always wearing, like, tiny stuff. But it's, like, it's now getting into, like, theme parks, like Soak City or, like, for example, Xcaret. And it's just, like, I'm like, what are you guys' thoughts about there being either, like, regulations or dress code versus just wear whatever the fuck you want? Because I feel like that puts us guys way, not because you want to, but it puts us into like a weird scenario way. Vas con tu morra, acá todo bien, vas con tu familia, con tus jefes, fucking two girls in front of you way, butt cheeks out way, you know, almost nipples are almost that way, but hey, it's like, it's open everybody, and it puts us in a situation where like, if you're with your girl, it's like, fuck, don't look. But then it's like, I don't want to say like, I believe everybody should wear whatever they want. No, but like, let's say I did have a girl, it's like, oh, I mean, if you feel comfortable, I guess. But I don't know. It's kind of like that situation where I'm like, well, is it cool? Is it not? Like,
well, what's gonna be the regulation about that? You know, you down? Yeah. Like, what's gonna be the guiding? You know, like to force it. Like, are they gonna have rulers that like Xcaret measuring? Oh, this is too small. You know, like your fucking G string is too. Like, I don't know. That's weird. So like, what's gonna be like the fine line for that? That's what I'm thinking about. You know, how are you gonna stop somebody from wearing something like that?
What I'm thinking about is like for guys like. What if a guy wears like a Speedo, would that not be acceptable? Like where's the line drawn, right? Because if a girl is limited to wearing something, then I imagine there's gonna be limits to guy stuff, and like where is that line gonna be?
That too, yeah.
So it's kind of like I believe in like freedom of wearing whatever you want, but also you can't be upset like the girl if the girls think like guys are checking her out, like they can't be too upset with. And like the guy if I'm wearing a Speedo and I feel like everyone's looking at my junk, I'm not gonna be like, what are you looking at? And I'm wearing a blue Speedo. So it's gonna be like, okay. So I mean, I guess I wouldn't really mind. I mean, unless they're just being like super annoying in front of our area, and then I'll be like, bro, like what? But other than that, I just can't really imagine being like, oh, like security, this guy's wearing a Speedo, or like this girl's wearing nothing.
Do these bikinis actually reveal like certain parts? Like, can you actually see nipples, or like it's just so small that it's just extra?
Yeah, it's just like.
Dale.
I was ready for it. I feel like I don't know. It's just they're not showing anything really. Besides usually like butt cheeks, where like girls that have to be on the on the safe side, big breast. You know, they're not like private parts out, but they are very revealing way. And it's like I feel like now it's becoming a norm. And the reason I say it's because I went through this one. I went to Cancun, right? I had a girl went to Cancun, whatever, went with the family way, and we did the dolphin encounter. And now that I saw this video, that's when it brought to my attention. And okay, it was like 5 of us. We were just hanging out. And then usually you can get other randoms with you. Dicho y hecho, way. I'm fucking chilling, whatever. You una pareja. And I can tell they're like, I don't want to say foreigners, but they're either like Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela. They have an accent. And this woman is, you can say she's attractive way, right? And it's like string way. butt cheeks fully out. Y pa' acá la chingar, güey, al lado de mí. And it's like, I know, the girl that I'm with sees her, and it's like, fool, I don't want to fucking stare because it's going to make it uncomfortable, but it's also like, wait.
With the side eye.
No, wait. And una de esas, it's just like when you ride I remember the one, you ride the dolphins pull you away, and they lift you and shit, and it's like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, go underwater? Like, and it's just like, God damn. So, even though we're men, and yeah, like, it's like she's attractive or anything, it's like, you're with somebody that's uncomfortable. It's just, I don't know, it's like a weird-ass situation of what do you do with it? Like, do you allow it? Do you not allow it? Obviously, you can't tell your girl, hey, you're not going to fucking wear that, but, I feel like it's kind of... like you can't control.
You can't win with it. Yeah.
There's no winning either. Like, I don't know.
I mean, like I said, I'm freedom for everybody wearing whatever they want. But I mean, I feel like it can be a tough scenario, but I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't stress too much about it. I just would not look.
What I don't get though, keep kind of similar topic, is like people are so comfortable going out like that in bikinis to the beach and shit, but they won't do that in like underwear or like bras for girls. Most of the, like I feel like it's more awkward for them. It's more like revealing if they wear underwear and bras when it's literally this, if not worse, with the bikini way. That's what I don't get. It's just, I'm not saying go to the beach with underwear and shit, but it's just like, why is it like a weird thing and not?
Aren't like underwears and bras like more like like thinner?
I think he's just talking about how much it reveals.
Yeah, I'm just talking about more like.
But it is seen like more of a. I think it's, I don't want to see like bad, like bad. Like if it's like, oh, una morena caminando en calzón y brasier, güey, it's seen kind of like, oh shit, like what the fuck, versus a girl just in a smallest bikini. It's just like, oh, it's normal. But again, it all depends on like where you're at, what you're doing. But
that's funny because I was thinking about like today I went on a run and like my shorts, they are shorter than my like underwear that I wear to run. My lycra. What is that called in English?
Spandex, no?
My spandex?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Like, so my shorts are, and I was thinking while I was running, I was like, what if I just don't wear my shorts? What if I just wear my lycra? But then I thought like, nah, that's weird.
No, bro, for running, that's normal.
No, but there's guys like that there's some that are made for that, where like it's not super tight on your junk. And that's when I thought like, oh yeah, I wouldn't do that. So that's funny you say that because I was.
But it's tight here, right?
It's tight there in the leg, yeah.
You get a little stiff of your toes.
See, or it just looks weird. My shit looks like a division sign. It's all tight. No, so that's where I was like, nah, you can't do that. So I do feel that. Like I would go to the beach with short shorts, but I wouldn't go in underwear. To be honest, my Hanes way, thin. You know what I mean? Like
Hanes.
I feel like for me, I wouldn't lose. I wouldn't really care. I mean, for me, I feel like for guys, it's kind of like the same shit. Whatever, I don't care. I just feel like it's more like it puts us guys sometimes in tough ass and weird ass like spots where it's just like, fuck, dude. Like,
would you guys ever wear Speedo?
Yeah.
Speedo?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big European thing. Like a lot of people in Europe, like to the beach wear Speedo. I feel like if I go to fucking Italy, yeah, it's like a Speedo. Not like on a common, but just for,
Yeah, bro. It's kind of exhilarating wearing things that like make you a little nervous. I'd be down to wear that if my girl would like be okay with me like causing attention, right? Like, because everybody's gonna be fucking looking at me.
I wouldn't wear for more than. I wouldn't wear for more. Wait, cheeks? No, Speedo covers your cheeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the regular underwears,
like whitey tighties.
Tidy whiteys, you mean?
Tidy whiteys. Wait, what?
You said whitey tidies away.
Whitey tighties, yeah.
Tidy whiteys.
Oh, I say it the other way. Whitey tighties.
Yeah, for me it sounded normal, but then when he said it, I was like, oh wait, no, it is tidy whitey.
I'd wear it like one day. I wouldn't wear it all fucking 2 weeks, but just one day, just for like the vibes. But no.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel weird even wearing like 5-inch, like 4-inch swim shorts, because I feel like swim shorts are a little bit smaller than regular 5-inch shorts for some reason. Like the ones that
I think that's. I think
when I've tried them on, like I'm just like, okay, this is cool, and then I try it on, but this shit's it's short way. Like,
and then when you
it
get
is short,
when
but
you get
I
out
like
of the water, they're stuck to your legs and they go up way. So you're packing way.
But then you wear shorts that are too baggy, and then you go in the water, your ass has a big old air bubble. Clown.
I hated that as a kid when it was fucking the form right here.
In the jacuzzi, especially where the water comes in way. Fuck.
I wouldn't mind the underwear thing if it was like if I wasn't planning on going to the beach or into the pool or whatever, and then like, oh, we're all gonna get in, and then I'd be like, oh, do you guys mind if I'm in my underwear? And if nobody minded, I wouldn't mind taking my shit off. But other than that, like I would find myself feeling awkward at like the beach in my like underwear way. That's the one time where I would be like, I get it. It's a little different than like beach shorts. And for girls too, where like the bikinis, like just the material, but what it shows, yeah, it's the same thing. For what it shows, it's the same thing. So that was a good point.
Yeah, I agree with good.
What a topic, Rick.
It's funny because I feel like when I don't have anything to say, I put the mic on your mouth, and you feel pressured to like say something.
Yeah, I do.
There it is.
Hold it.
All right, now let's talk about the yeah. I just wanted to get out of the way. Let's talk about fantasy baseball. Way. So okay, now let's see. Let's who somebody has to explain. Who? Okay, I'm gonna explain because I'm not sorry. I've been talking, but I'm not biased because these foods were on opposite sides.
Yeah.
I'll make it quick. Long story short, and you guys can interrupt whenever.
Go ahead.
We're in a fantasy league, right? We were in a fantasy league, as in past tense, no longer. Fantasy league is canceled. How do I break this down? There's 8 guys. We fucking pick random players. It's fantasy, baseball, whatever. Long story short, there's like this little cheat, this little advantage you can use. I'm not gonna fucking explain it because it's gonna take too long. But there's advantage that 4 of us used. We'll just say AB, myself, Nalga Negra, one of our guests, Los, the commissioner, and Lek. 4 other guys were not aware of it. Is it cheating? You guys decide. Now, with that being said, Los, as a commissioner, knew about it, and Alec knew about it, and AB knew about it. I knew about it. We just found out about it. Nobody told us nothing. We just figured it out. Now, come last week, Anton, burning everybody on shit. Anton brought up, hey, what's up with this little trick? And we're like, oh, well, fucking we knew about it, blah, blah, this and this happened. Like, and then there was a little bit of arguing, que esto, que lo otro, it's an advantage, it's not, blah, blah. Long story short, the debate is, it was like, him as a commissioner knowing, should he have told him? Should he have told, hey, there's this advantage that you can do? I don't think it's cheating. I'll be honest right now. I don't think it's cheating. Him as the lead, him the guy that made the league, he knows something that could be used to his advantage that some guys know and some don't. Should he have told everybody else? Yes or no? Go ahead, away.
No, you go, because that's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is an advantage, but it's more of a loophole because it's not a guaranteed advantage. That's where it's like kind of in the air because you still have to drop players, okay? You still have to have those players perform. They can still do bad. And I guess in some cases, for me, I wasn't affected by it. You know, like I did do it, but it didn't cost me any wins or losses this year at least. Last year maybe. And then the time that I did use it, I actually lost. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, to this day, I don't think it's cheating because I feel it's like a gatekeep. You know, it's like I feel like in all the leagues, people that I've talked to, TikToks I've seen, you know, just looking around, they'd be like, oh yeah, like you're not obliged like to like say things. And yeah, I was just like, okay.
If
cool.
you could go back to week 1 and tell everybody, would you tell them? Be
No.
honest. No?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought never I should have told anybody because another thing too, I feel like nobody was ever even that much benefiting from it. Everybody was within a game of like each other, you know, record wise, and except him, he's the last and he knew about it.
Yes, but this is where the argument started. This is where people got mad. Churro lost. He tied 1 week and lost another week by like 2 points. And when Andres says there's no real big advantage, the guy that Churro played against had the advantage twice used against him. So I truly believe Churro would have won both of those weeks. And it's like when the commissioner says, and I'm just being straightforward, when the commissioner says it's like, oh, there's not that big an advantage because it didn't affect him, it doesn't mean it didn't affect other people. And like he said, everybody was 1 game apart from each other, meaning Churro would have won those 2 games, he would have been in first. So like, I get where he's coming from. I get where it's like, dude, like it did affect him. Andre got lucky enough where he used it, it never affected him good or bad, but that doesn't mean it didn't affect other people. And the people it didn't affect are the ones that didn't know about it. So I'm like, I agree. I don't think he did anything wrong, but I think he, as a commissioner, I think he should have brought it up. Like la neta way, hey, just so you guys know, if you guys want to use more pictures, this and this can happen, but this could end up helping you. Me, I'm fucking ass cheeks. I was like 2-7. I was in dead last, and I know about it. Which again, he says it doesn't officially mean you're gonna win, but it can benefit you, and it can also affect you big time. I'm done. They can talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. You know, some people didn't technically win. They tied. They lost. Not me, but another part was too. We're not even halfway through the year. You know, like so. I feel like people just gave up way beforehand, and it's like, if I'm within a game of blah blah, and now I know about this. We're not even halfway yet through the season. Let's fucking run it. You know, like I'd be more like excited to be like, oh shit, maybe I could even do better now, you know. And that's where I stand, bro. Like I feel like I didn't. It's not my fault. It's not my job. I feel I'm commissioner. I'm in charge, but I'm still playing. You know, like I still want to win. So it's not really my job to fucking tell everybody. You know.
So I got a lot to say about this because I was a driving factor in. I was a driving factor in the leading the charge into this is bullshit Andre group. So in reality, it really started 8 weeks prior, like around like 8-7 weeks. Anton calls me and then he's like, "Hey, wait, what's up with the pitcher rule? Because it had involved pitchers." And then, so my point of view was the week before, someone like ran the limit, and then all their pitchers were crossed off, and they said limit reached. And I told them I think it's the 12 pitchers. Anton's like, it's weird because the guy that I'm playing, he has 11 pitchers on Saturday. He picked up 3 more for Sunday. Like, how does that make sense? And we talked about it, but we landed on like, well, why would the rule be X and not be X exactly, right? Basically. So I just told him like, nah, like just let it be. Like there's probably something else. Like it's probably like, oh, whoever scores highest gets accounted for, blah, blah. So that's what we let it be. Anton won, so he didn't really care after that. And then again, he calls me that Father's Day week on like Wednesday. He's like, bro, what's the rule? And I was like, ask Andre. Like that's where it started. Ask Andre. And he's like, I do ask him. He's not being like, he doesn't answer it. And then that's where I'm like, okay, that's weird. But I mean, you should keep asking him because he's the commissioner, right? Like, ask him.
I'm gonna cut you off right there. That's where I feel like everybody's getting it up on me because I told him like 4 times. Like,
Not everybody. Stop saying everybody.
Yeah, it's only 4 of us.
All right, whatever. Yeah, I told him. Everybody who asked me, I told him. AB asked me, I told him straight up. If you asked me, I was gonna tell you.
Yeah,
and
but then another thing.
He started making up shit. He did that like supposedly it subtracts points. I never said that to you ever, bro. He told me you said it subtracts points. I'm like, what? No, and that's what this fool said. Bro, you're a fucking liar. He told me this, and I'm like, no, bro. Like, what? Once again. Yeah, it's fantasy, not that serious, but I'm not gonna fucking bullshit and be like it takes off points. He saw some shit on his own way. I did not say that. Like,
well, the thing that we saw is what I told him.
I crossed my hard way. I did not tell him that.
Okay, so going on
how it was.
Okay, so
he didn't understand it. He didn't get away. It's on him. So technically, 5 people out of 8 knew. I'll put it that way.
So you did tell him. You're saying you did tell him.
I told him when he was playing me. So I'll make it easy, even easier. He was beating me, and then he was like, "Hey, bro, like, how do you have 3 pitchers for tomorrow, and you're like at 11?" And I was like, "Oh, well, if you stop before Saturday, and you don't max out, fantasy does allow you to pitch those 3 pitchers."
That's a loophole.
Yeah, because it guarantees it like benefits your starts. You know, not benefit, but it'll honor like your pitchers that are throwing again, because some pitchers throw twice in 1 week.
Yeah, and
that's cool. You know, it's big. And I told him, I was like, "Yeah, bro. So like, you could if you don't pass it by Saturday, by Sunday you're good. Any of them counts." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And that's all he said. And he goes, "See, wait." And then we had a game later that day. Still didn't get it. Told him in person. Way. Didn't get it. So I was like, out of the way. Like, regardless way, like you're gonna win. Like I'm down by 100.
Well, he still didn't get it. If that's the case,
that's on him. Way.
If that's the case.
Like I didn't bullshit saying it takes
so
away points.
He calls me on Father's Day. He tells me that, and then we go over it again because I was like, nah, like what? I just like obviously I was like, why would that not be the case, right? It says 12 pitchers only. Why not? Like. So then come Father's Day, and this is where things are like real sketch. Way he just asks, "Hey, so what's up with the pitchers?" Like still unanswered, and he has churro. Like he asked the wrong people, obviously, because let's say you told them, to the chat, yeah. He was like, "Oh, what's up with the pitchers?" No one answered, and then you two were like active in other chats, and I was like, "That's weird." That was the first time I was like, "That's a little strange." And then Eric, you answer, and you're like, no penalties. And then that's when I go, that's fucking bullshit.
So yeah, I was talking on the Spectrum Boys for sure. I still remember that.
Yeah. And so I was like, that's fucking bullshit.
I didn't
like,
want to
bro,
say
what's the point of the rule? Like, blah, 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 blah. And then Anton too. And then you guys start laughing at him. Wait, you guys are fucking idiots.
No, yeah, you did.
I said this, right? I saw the message.
You did talk shit. You did talk shit.
No, I didn't. I said I've already explained this to Anton.
I'm pretty sure you talk shit. Way.
I said, my first message to that, I didn't laugh anything. I said, I already explained this to Anton, and I'm going to do it again for everybody else. That's exactly what I said. That was my first message. And I said a fat-ass paragraph. I explained it, and I said 2 paragraphs. I know I did. And then everybody else started, like, arguing. And then, like, that's when I started laughing. After I answered his question, I can guarantee that.
Oh, no.
Like in the text.
All I'm saying is
you probably did answer it right away, but then you definitely started calling him an idiot.
Yeah, there was. I don't know if you called him. I know there was for a fact you were talking shit to him. Or to Marcus, you were talking shit for sure.
Yeah.
I would bet money on it.
How
I
are
think
you?
so. Yeah, wait.
You're telling me you didn't write the list. Idiots. Eddie. You said Eddie, Anton, Churro. Smart as fuck. Me,
Bro,
Leg, Eric, AB, Marcus.
That's talking
Yeah, that's
shit,
what I'm
fool.
saying. Like,
This was when we made it a joke. My brother was started like roasting too.
yeah,
And I jumped on it.
No, but I'm saying at the end of the day, way.
yeah.
You're
Like we still
yeah,
like
you're
it's
still
not
talking
figured
shit, yeah.
out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Again,
How's it not figured out? If I
because I didn't know. No, I didn't know. You didn't answer it right away and say, "Oh, this is the case." Blah blah blah. Right away. You might have said, "I already told Anton," but you didn't say like, "Oh, 13 pictures." You said that later.
oh no
'Cause
no
you-
no 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 for no for
You
sure.
sent a screenshot.
For sure, he explained it in a paragraph.
Correct, but that's when you sent a screenshot though.
No, I explained it right away through text. We had a little like talking shit moment, and then I sent a screenshot. So I explained it, said I already explained it to Anton, explained it, talk shit, and then once again.
Explain that again. Okay, maybe you got lost in all the shit talking.
No, I saw it too. No, I like I said.
But even then,
it's
even
easy.
even that aside though, okay, that's straight bullshit, blah blah blah. And then that's why I left, because I felt like it was just like shit talked, and it was just like overlooked the fact that it was an unfair advantage. So that's what I left. So that's where you guys can tell me, whoever has an opinion, if like I'm right or wrong. It's just an unfair advantage, right? Like I don't have me, Churro, like Anton, whatever. Like I just don't have the time to look at like the intricate like pieces of fucking fantasy to try to find a loophole. You know, like that's what pissed me off. And that money's involved, way. Real shit. That was the thing that pissed me off. I was like, bro, you're playing like $50, way. That's like my Wi-Fi bill, way. And I that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where I got like, fuck this, I'm leaving the chat. And I left the chat. I was the first one to leave the chat. I didn't tell anybody to leave the chat, way. Like I even said, I'll keep playing. I'm not paying the winner though. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's an unfair advantage. And yeah, as a commissioner, it quite literally is your job to keep it fair, way. Literally, that's what a commissioner is, way. Like imagine if the commissioner of baseball, way, gave the Dodgers, or not gave the Dodgers, but the Dodgers knew of an unfair advantage, and then boom, that's the way. Like didn't make it known, didn't play it fair, like fair play. Like you're supposed to be a even partisan, you know what I mean, per person, per team.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I put it this way, an example. I feel like it's hard to compare baseball to it because it is baseball, but technically in F1 it happens all the time. I don't know if you know about this. So teams find little loopholes to gain an advantage in speed, downforce, stuff like that, and it's nobody says shit until like they investigate it, they either allow it or they disallow it. So teams do it all the time.
Okay, so this is that
With
exact
money
example.
involved. So it's like it's kind of the same thing, you know. It's like the best teams, you can say, try to find little ways to win, and it works out for them. Either it's good or bad. You know?
Yeah,
And
so
that's
exactly.
that's exactly where we
This
were at.
is that then. This
Yeah,
is either
exactly.
good
So-
or it's bad.
So it's good or like some teams can agree with it, some teams cannot. Either basically it's like these teams will be like, oh well, they figured it out, like they got it, and that's what McLaren did last year. Actually,
Yeah,
they found a little hole in like their wing and shit. Off topic, but like it made them go faster. It is way like there's.
But the
there's
problem
there's
with that,
loopholes in sports, way.
the hole in that
It is.
argument though is that imagine if
But it's legal.
imagine if the head of FIA or whatever had a team, way, and he was doing all the loopholes. That's the hole in your argument. You were the head. You're the commissioner, way. Like you're supposed to be the bipartisan in the league.
True. I
That's like
guess,
the
yeah.
head of the FIA, way, just fucking having a team.
But
And
I'm not the only one, I remember.
correct, but you are the commissioner though.
But I'm not the. If it was me, then I'd be like, all right, just me. I'd be like, all right, fuck it.
Correct. If
But
it
no,
was just
I
me,
figured,
way,
I didn't, like I said, yeah, you're busy and shit, but I also didn't go out of my way to how to cheat in fantasy. Impressively, I was not. I figured it out. He figured it out. My brother figured it out. AB figured it out.
and the thing is that
They all
okay.
double checked with me.
So
I said,
from what you said, way. So from what you're saying right now, okay, you're saying that, but to me, way, actions speak louder than words. So that's why I left the chat too, way, because I was like, no offense, but you U.S. Commissioner, way, never playing in a league with U.S. Commissioner again, because you proved me wrong, way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
never playing with y'all again. So
no, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, you already just like you tainted it, way. Like, why would I keep going? Like, what else don't I know? What a coincidence, way. Your brother knew. Your best friend knew. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my first thoughts.
you're
know what I'm saying?
too much in the pot.
No, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying though.
I think now at this.
But
point,
why am I wrong though? Because
I don't
that's
thi-
like
I don't think
that's being led to that. Like,
I don't
why
think
should I
you're-
believe
I don't think you're
anything
wrong,
else? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because I feel like
it's tainted already.
no way. Because it's like okay, you're comparing like one situation that is kind of up in this that you think is wrong. Which yeah, like I said, I think you should have told you guys But you're comparing one thing to being like, I'm never gonna play fantasy with you again. Way it's tainted. I don't trust you. It's just like I don't know. Way like, it's not like he was blatantly cheating in front of everybody and nobody else. It's like it was a situation where it was kind of like up in the air. Do I think he should have told you guys? Yes. Do I think he cheated? La neta, güey, la neta? No, I don't think he cheated at all. I think he had an advantage. I think we all had an advantage, but nobody was cheating, way. So it's like when you come out and you're like, la neta, I'd never play with you again, unfair, cheater. It's like, I think that's too far. I'm like, nah, there's no fucking way. Like, it's not.
No, I'll play with him, just not commissioner. That was what I was saying, way.
It's not his fault, way.
I don't make the rules.
Yeah,
I don't make.
You quite literally make the rules, way.
No,
You're the commissioner, way.
That rule is in fantasy, way. He didn't make.
No, but you make the rules. Like, if you wanted to go bypass that, you could have done like instead of all 12, you could have done like 4 at a time, 2 relievers. Like, there's way to beat it. See, way. No, you can't change the 12 pitchers part. But I'm saying if you wanted to like make it less impactful, I guess, you know, if you already knew, and that's the thing, way.
But if nobody can like also to defend him, because I feel like we didn't give a shit to defend him, way didn't affect anybody last year.
I mean, he won.
Correct.
The whole thing.
But some of us knew.
And that's what I was gonna get to. That's what I was gonna get to. So that's another thing that like, of it being tainted way. Like, who did you beat in the semis? Churro way. That motherfucker didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty shady way.
Chach.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, it literally played in your advantage way. Like that's tainted.
Semis is also 2 weeks too, so.
You still use the advantage though.
24 pitches, I think.
24.
So you probably use like 26, 27.
I didn't make 24.
I mean, but the case is that you knew the advantage. Churro didn't. You won. So that's tainted now. You can say all this, but tainted way. That's the thing. Like,
I don't.
hey, freedom.
I disagree with your viewpoints, but I don't.
Freedom of speech way, but not freedom of consequences though.
Down on my core and inside me, I know I didn't do nothing wrong way. Like
That's my way.
My conscience is kind of guilt free. I can put it that way.
I don't think you did anything wrong, but I think you could have made a better choice. Not it that way.
Yeah, let's say it's
There you
not illegal,
there-
but it's literally up to commish to keep
There's no way.
level playing field.
Disagree.
There's no way I'm as upset or bothered as any of them, because again I knew about it. But even me, like knowing about it, I was again, I can go both ways. I knew about it, I took advantage of it, and I was fucking dead last. But on the opposite, he knew and he was first, so it could just go any way. It goes down to this way: should he have told everybody because he's a commish? Yes. Did he cheat? No. That's how I see it.
Yeah,
and then
a cheat. I don't think have I used the word cheat.
Yeah.
I used the word cheat.
Pretty
Not
sure.
unfair advantage.
Oh, bad. Gotta go back on the pod.
If I say cheat, I retract that. Just unfair advantage way. Just an unfair advantage. Like it's an unfair advantage that, like you said, way in F1, someone uses an unfair advantage. Sometimes allowed, sometimes not allowed way.
Okay.
Low key, this is an allowed way. Like it kind of comes down to like, oh, how foolish am I, just listening to the commissioner, my friend. How foolish way. Like, oh, I guess I should have looked at other ways to benefit myself. And I promise you, way, like that's the thing about me. The reason why I find it wrong is because I swear, way, if I would have found that out, I would have in the chat, hey, like what's this about the pitches? Like I pitched 13 accidentally. Like it's allowing it now. And that's another thing. Wait, I don't know if it was you or someone else or AB. Actually, I think it was you and AB, because Anton told me. But that he said that like you guys told him, oh, why'd you have to put it in the chat? Like I could have just told you on your own. Like what the fuck, bro? Like you should have just said it to everybody. Way, like you know what I'm saying? You have to.
I didn't tell him that at all.
You didn't tell him that at all.
No.
All of a sudden, anyway. So you only told him positive things that benefit you, and you didn't say a single bad thing that doesn't benefit you.
Wait, and I was just trying to fucking play mediator. That's it. I was just trying to make shit good. But everybody just kind of went their own way, and I was like, all right, whatever.
Not everybody.
Yeah, I think it was just.
I think somebody did say that. Like, I think it was my brother. Like, you confused a lot of my brother's responses with me. I feel.
I wasn't in the group chat. Though.
My brother.
No, he said he called you though. He said that was when you called him.
He called me.
Okay, so.
But yeah, I mean, I don't remember him telling why'd you put it in the chat. I don't really care. He texted in the chat like several times, and
no one answered.
if you would have asked, like I would have answered him.
He did ask though. He asked a lot.
Answered him.
Yeah, but at the end though, after Eric answered away, not even the commissioner. See, that's where you had to step in.
No.
Hey, that's not what you have
I
to step
told
in.
him when I was playing him. Like,
What do you guys think? That's what this is all leading to. What do you guys think? You guys think the commissioner, aka the rule maker, the rule setter, has to keep it even, or no? Basically, right?
Stay your responses, but the commissioner stands his ground. I'm chilling.
So you don't. So you just to make it
If
clear.
I was the commissioner, I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah,
Now
of
I'm gonna
course.
do it.
And if you
That's
didn't
just
know
me, though.
it,
That's just
and if you didn't know, if it was just Eric, I still would have been like, Eric, that's fucked up. That's really like why the fuck would you do that? Blah blah. Blah. Especially because money's involved. But since you are the commissioner, and you knew, and you won last season, and to get there, you beat someone who didn't know the advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you honestly sit there and be like, it doesn't look bad?
Yeah, no, it's tough because like you're saying all that I won. It doesn't look good because I keep winning. I'm in first place. I have the best team, so it's like it doesn't look good, bro. It doesn't look good at all. But guess what? Hey, I wasn't the only one doing it. I just happened to be good, and I still stand on my ground, bro. Like I did nothing wrong. I was just good at it, honestly. I had good teams, picked good players. It doesn't look good because I had been the best.
So you're saying that advantage had zero to do with it, right? Zero. Like you knew the advantage, not last year, not this year.
Mm-mm.
You're sitting here saying that advantage is 0% beneficial. There's no way possible.
This loophole can take you all the way to the guarantee you. No.
No, it does, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't say it guarantees the championship. Like you're saying it 0% benefited you at all?
Oh yeah, it does benefit you, but it could also, on the flip side, at the same time, be a risk because you're throwing more pitchers that can get you negative points.
Correct.
So like it's like I've been trying to tell you, it's not a guarantee. You can get pitchers that throw more, yeah, but they could also do bad. So
correct.
Like that's where it's a loophole. You know, it's like you risk reward, man.
But the thing is, like the chances of getting negatives are from compared to 0, 1, 2, and like 20.
The issue with what he said is good, but the issue here is that you guys didn't have the option to take that risk. You guys didn't know about the option to take the risk. Like yes, it's a risk, but again, if I would have known, I would have liked to know, hey, you can take this risk to maybe win. It's like, okay, I'm down by 1 point. I'm going to lose automatically, or I can risk winning. I'm going to take it. And if you don't know that, then you can't take that risk. You know
and then the thing is, like, again, like the rule states clearly 12 pitchers a Yahweh. Like a fair risk would be, I'm dropping my starter. I'm already at 12. I'm going to get a closer. That's like a fair risk. Is he going to pitch? Is he not? Is he going to get negatives? Is he going to get points? Blah, blah, blah. But like a more guaranteed, like a more hot upside guaranteed risk, quote unquote risk, would be a starter, right? Mm-hmm. It's a game where if the hitter hits 3 out of 10 times, he's considered to go. Like obviously it's a pitcher's game, right? Like you're more guaranteed with the starter. Like for you not to understand that way, that's kind of cap. Way.
No, he gets it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He gets it. I feel like he just stands his ground. Like I said, the only thing, and I disagree and agree with both of you guys. I think I disagree with him saying if I could go back, he wouldn't tell you guys. I think that's wrong. I'd be like, out of the way. Like as a commissioner, you should be like, out of the way. Yeah, if I could go back, fuck it. Everybody fair advantage. Which I think he's lying. I think he would because we're gonna start it over, and everybody knows now. So it's fair now. Now everybody knows it's the right thing. You know.
He just said he's not gonna do it. I'm commissioner.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't if he's commissioner. See, because it's saying it already. Way. It's because why should I believe? Okay, right. Why should I believe that you would
give
tell
me Tiger? What's Tig?
Another advantage, right? Like if another thing happened like that, like how should I believe that you would keep it fair, right? Like the one example you have, you failed it way.
You can't. You
know what I mean?
You can't base it off one thing way.
I mean, you can.
No, I disagree.
Why not? Like what? Okay, so so let's say right, like you put your trust in him.
Because he's a friend when we trust him. Like what the fuck?
I know exactly, but I'm saying fantasy way. No, I'm talking fantasy though. But I'm not talking real life.
The thing is,
real life. The only thing that bothered me was a churro thing. Real shit. That's the only thing that real life I was like, that's kind of weak. Like where he like beat him in the semifinals and he knew the advantage. Churro didn't. That's the only thing where I was like, real life, like that's weak. Way. Like, money's involved or whatever. But in fantasy way, obviously, like outside of fantasy, I trust him. But in fantasy way, like how am I like? Why would I do that with money involved? You know what I mean?
I could be the same way in real life too, eh?
What?
Telling you, I could be the same way in real life, or
you did do that in real life though.
Scheming.
That's what I'm saying. Wait, if you need $50, well, I'll give you $50. You don't gotta scam the homies, way. Like you know that. Like why do you gotta scam way to get $50? You need $50, I got you, way.
I mean that's your viewpoint, way, Leonard.
You know
I'm not over here scamming the homies. It just looks bad. I get it. I'm commissioner. I have the best team way. I've been the best team way. It is what it is, way. I would not change a thing. I'm telling you right now. I said we can make the same league. Everybody has the same teams. Everybody starts fresh. Everybody knows the rules now. Cheating is allowed, I said. And I'm commissioner, you know?
You're like the Houston Astros way. That's what I'm saying. You're like the Houston Astros.
Hey.
After the ring way, everybody was like, yeah, shit. And what were they saying? No, we weren't cheating and blah, blah, blah. And they ended up coming out saying like they're cheating like you right now. But then they're saying, it didn't benefit us, though. We won at Dodger Stadium. We won in L.A. Like we went 7 games.
They did, though.
You know what I'm saying? But
and they let them up.
But to saying that didn't benefit them at all is crazy work. It's just crazy work, way.
I'm not saying that way.
If it wasn't for that,
it wasn't just me.
If it wasn't for that way, maybe you wouldn't play Chudo, maybe you would have played Alec, and then maybe you would have lost, and then you didn't win the championship.
I feel like they were basing it off hypotheticals, but I don't know.
Yeah, this is all hypothetical. It's absolutely hypothetical.
For me, the only thing for me, way, and this is, I don't know who I've been mute writing more. I guess I feel like at first I was kind of talking shit on Los, but then I kind of see both points. The only thing with me, and maybe you're gonna scream me big time way, because I know you said money, $50. Me, I couldn't fucking care. Like fantasy, we do it for the boys, for the cura. I don't really fucking care. $50 is $50, 100%. But I'm like, 100%. I'm gonna play again next year, and I'll play again right now. Like I was gonna get a skull because I was in last. I don't care enough because it's like for me, it's cura. It's not. I don't want to say it's not that serious because I feel like that makes it seem like
it's not that serious, but it's also not that serious to have to go and cheat way.
I don't think you just said it again. Cheat.
Oh, correct. I'm just reiterating the word that you're using. Like you're saying cheating. But I don't think it's that serious to have to use an unfair advantage way with the homies. Like it's not that serious. It's really not that serious. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said,
that's how I see it.
I think if he could go back, he should have told everybody yes. But I also don't think like I'm like fuck it, running back there. I was in last. For me, honestly, the person that benefited the most out of all this, la neta, was me, because I was in fucking dead last and I was gonna get a skullet. That's gone. Like no more skullet for Ix. But besides that, I'm just like I don't think it was enough for like it felt like some of the guys were getting, without saying names, some were getting like actually pissed and upset, and other people got pissed and other people got mad, and I'm like, at the end of the day, it's all fucking fantasy. Like regardless of what it is.
It is, but here I'll tell you why though, right away, because I'm a big fan of right place, right time way, right? Like the poo poo pee pee caca shit. Like right place, right time, I'm all for it way. But all the time is just kind of like Same thing with the fantasy way. We bring up a concern. Okay, he explained it, let's say. But almost immediately right after that, or in my point of view before that, you guys are fucking idiots, him and Alec. You guys are fucking dumbasses.
No argument.
Oh, you're so slow. Why do slow people play the victim? What the fuck? And I was sitting there thinking, wait, like this is a literal concern. Like this is an actual... And you guys are Eric, me, AB, smart. You guys fucking losers,
bro.
Like, come on, bro. That pissed me off. Where I was like, bro, what? Like, are you kidding me? So handled horribly. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's how you two talk. And Alec.
Hey, don't involve
No,
me.
but you guys are like that. Like, if you're in the chat,
no.
first person to name call, Andre. After that, Alec, coaches. Like, that's how it is, right?
If you're not first,
you know what I'm saying? And I didn't get upset over that. That's not why I left. I left because I was like, guys, taking it and gone. I'm not paying the winner. I'm playing though. And I did say that way. I was like, I'm going to keep playing. But the other people, though, I don't know why they got upset. El Churro, I could tell you got upset because we went over the schedule. And, yeah, you got fucked over for 2 games. You know what I'm saying?
Churro,
and that pissed him off.
Churro,
and he was like,
I completely understand because it literally, yes, he can get negative points way. Literally, way, I think it fucked Churro both weeks.
Yeah, and it possibly fucked him over the season before.
He could have got negative with 2 pitchers, yes. But I think, I guarantee you if you ask him 100 times, he would have been like, I would have picked up 2 pitchers and fucking tried to win. I think.
El Churro? Nah, I don't think so. I think he would have told us. He would have burnt it out.
No, I'm saying if he could go back those 2 weeks and if you have the option to pick up an extra pitcher and throw him and risk it, I think he would.
Oh, correct. If everybody was doing it,
again,
yes. If it was agreed upon, yeah.
Hypothetical completely.
Yeah,
but
correct.
I'm like, yeah, it did affect him. But at the end of the day, even with that way, again, it's easy because I was in last, but I'm like, it wasn't that big of a deal for the league to get canceled, people to stop talking. Everybody's cool now, just so you guys know. Everybody's thank you. It was just a little fucking misunderstanding. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, it was I was texting AB because I feel like me and AB, I can say this because we were talking. Me and AB were the ones that were like, I don't know. Yes, we knew, but we didn't really care. We're not mad at anybody. Like, guys el pedo, like, whatever. Like, yes, we knew the advantage. You were in third. I was in last. Like, who cares? Like, it's not that serious. And people were calling and this and that. I'm like, arre, ya la verga. It's just, whatever. Figure it out. Luckily, I mean, we didn't solve shit here. I thought we were going to solve something. We didn't solve anything. We have...
Nah.
He has his ideas. I have mine. He has his. Fair play. Was it that serious? No. Should you have told them? Yes. See you guys next week.
Wait, no. What the fuck? We're still like 10 minutes early. Oh, shit. I was going to say.
You know what's funny, too, is that, like... I mean, it was me, you, Alec, and AB who did it, and we were all in the same division, too. And then, like, they're in their own division. So, like, they're still not really... Yes, they're getting, like, beat in sense, but, like, the people who didn't know are kind of still, you know, it's not like you were actually getting that much.
Wait, what are you saying? Yeah, what are you saying?
I'm saying, like, your record division-wise. Like, you guys could have still made, like, playoffs, example. I don't know. I'm just...
No, because only the top team made the playoffs.
In each division.
Correct.
Exactly. So, like, you, let's say in your league, would have made the second. You would have made it with Churro, and then me and whoever was in second.
No. You knew that way. You knew that before saying that, too. Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it was 2 and 2.
You knew that. Nah, you knew that way. You explained it to us literally like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, wait. Capping. See what I'm saying?
I forgot, yeah.
Nah.
I mean, it is what it is. Way.
See what I'm saying? Wait, another example right here. Another example right here. Saying what benefits.
We're all within the game. Way it was still fair. More than half the year to go. They quit. Way.
Yeah, it's not more than half the year to go.
All the quitters quit.
Not a year and a half to go. Way. It's been a whole year and a half. Way. It's not just one half to go. It's been a year and a half. Lied. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give my money back if that's what you want. Way.
No, you should give it a churro. Real shit.
Why the fuck should I give it a churro?
Because you cheated him out of it.
Says who?
Me. I'm saying that.
Okay, well, I don't think that's true. Eh?
But you asked. I'll give you your money back if that makes you feel better. I'm saying.
Give it a churro. That's what makes you guys
He's not going to tell you anything, way, and that's what hurts me, too.
Like,
he's not going to say anything.
Do you want to compromise?
You keep my 50 way.
He's not going to say anything because he's like your biggest fan, way. He's like your biggest meat writer. That's why I was like, man, you couldn't even like do him the due diligence and be like, hey, wait, I'm doing this. Do it, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Wait. And then that's okay, my last point. 2 weeks ago.
Gatekeep.
2 weeks ago, way. You guys were sitting here telling me, if an old lady hit my car and it was like minor scratches, it's the right thing to do to not tell her anything and like don't pay it, even though it would be at least hundreds of dollars.
No,
it would. It would. Way. I would tell you. I would
tell me a hypocrite. Way.
No, it would. Way. It would. I tell you right now because this situation happened to me right now. Earlier last week, it's like hundreds of dollars. Way here in America, here in the U.S. to clear scratches in a dent or something like that. Way. It's hundreds of dollars, way. But for $25, way to your homie, you're scamming him? Come on, way. You guys were sitting here telling me it's the right thing to do with the old lady, the hypothetical. But your homie's way, and you guys are sitting here saying the unfair advantage is fine. That's the funniest part to me. That's my last point.
No, I don't think it's fine. I just think he should. I think you should go back and. This.
But you don't think it's an unfair advantage?
Yeah, 100%.
You wouldn't tell 100%. Anybody. You feel fine.
Now you're changing the words.
But the hypothetical girl, though. You guys would have been like, don't pay me. Well, it's all right. It's the right thing to do.
I feel like you're changing things up.
But your homie, how?
I literally said, wait, was he cheating? No. Should he have told you guys yes? Now you're saying that que esto, que lo otro.
No, but you said that it was like fine or whatever. Like it wasn't that big of a deal.
I don't think it's that big of a deal because it's fantasy. I'm like, bro, it's fantasy. Who cares?
Correct.
That was mine. And that's why I said for the money and stuff. For me, it's kind of like, bro, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Whatever, he won, I lost. I don't think about that.
But you didn't think it was big enough of a deal to tell the rest of the league though when you found out.
Not at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I found that on my own.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. But the hypothetical old lady that cost you hundreds of bucks, that's all right.
Yeah, because
that's what I'm saying.
Where you compare the difference here is that if a lady scratches my car, and for example, my car, like I said, it scratched up. Oh, it's fine. It doesn't change a thing. Also, Andre winning fantasy and me giving $25 doesn't change a thing. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like for me, it's not a huge difference. Now,
wait, what?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah.
If a lady scratches my car, it's all beat up, way, right? And I don't get it fixed, doesn't change a thing for me. It doesn't make a difference. It's fine.
But if you wanted to get it fixed, hundreds of bucks.
Correct. Right, yeah. Los winning fantasy way, winning $25 by having an unfair advantage you guys didn't know. I didn't win either way. Doesn't change anything. Now,
correct.
No, hold up. Hear me out.
Correct.
Now, if a lady totals my car, completely totals my car, where I have to pay $20,000 to get it fixed. And if we pay a $50,000 league where Los wins $50,000, I'm fucking struggling. That's super different way. That's my point of view. You're comparing something small, a small scratch, to $25 with the boys, whatever. I don't really mind it that much. Versus something huge way. You're saying it'll cost.
Wait, no, I'm comparing small to small. I'm comparing small scratch to small.
I wouldn't get it fixed because for me that scratch doesn't make a difference.
Correct. With that, so you're okay. So what I'm saying is, you guys wouldn't tell the lady, "Hey, pay me."
Yeah, no.
But you would tell your homies knowingly having an unfair advantage, "Hey, pay me." That's what I'm saying.
Well, you're asking him. Don't ask me that because
But you were okay with it though. I'm saying.
Yeah, I paid. I don't care.
No, but you were okay with not telling everybody else.
I knew that he had the advantage and he won, and I still paid him. Whatever.
Wait.
Because I found out about this year.
I'm not talking about you though. I'm talking about the people that didn't know. Churro, for example. That you were fine with that because you didn't tell anybody else. Like you knew about the unfair advantage and
you're comparing it to last year. I found out this year week 1.
Okay, but I'm still saying.
So I'm saying from last year.
You still didn't tell us though. That's my point. So you were okay with it, way.
Well, no, you're saying churro. You're saying churro.
Correct, way. But it's still the same thing because you found out week 1. Let's say.
Correct. Yeah.
You still didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
So you were okay with it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Way.
Yeah.
We're agreeing, but you're not seeing it. We're agreeing to the same thing. You knew about the unfair advantage.
Correct.
You were okay with no one else knowing. You were okay with it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And so you, in hypothetical, were okay with Andre beating Churro with his unfair advantage. Yes, because you obviously didn't tell everybody else.
Well, like I said, now that I know about it last year, I agreed earlier. That's a different way. Correct,
but you knew that though already.
Well, I found out week 1 when you're talking about last year.
Correct, but you knew that like he beat Churro and like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
What am
like,
I supposed to say in the group chat? Hey, Churro, just so you know, last year fucking I just found out.
No, but you
saw
knew that
pictures.
though. You know what I'm saying, and you were okay with it because you're okay with it this year.
100%. Yeah.
Correct. Wait, we're agreeing. We're in the same page. We're on the same page. But the hypothetical old lady, you guys are like, nah, don't pay me, even though it's more money. I'm
la neta, way, I don't get it, bro. I don't get what you're trying to.
You get it, way. It's just about paying, like telling people to pay.
Correct. So
yeah.
do I think it's okay for Churro to pay Andre last year? Well, he fucking won. Yeah, whatever. I guess now it's unfair if you think about it. Yeah, Churro could have possibly won. Yeah. That's different.
We're agreeing with.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right
but
now.
I'm saying the old lady. I don't get how the reference gets back to the old lady because I still want to charge the old lady.
Because you guys were saying like, oh, it's right from wrong. Like you guys were it's right from wrong. Like it's the right thing to not tell her. Yes or no? You guys were saying.
Yeah,
but you guys don't think that it was wrong for the hypothetical, him using the unfair advantage.
Again, I repeat, way, and this is where I feel we don't agree. I think he should have told you guys.
Correct, way. But you are okay with like obviously you didn't tell us though.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's not my spot to tell anybody.
But okay, so how are you're not getting it?
No, because let's go. Okay, just so we really quick. Let's go back to the. You said when he said the whole McLaren thing that he found a little gap. He's like he's the FIA. I'm not the FIA way.
Correct.
I'm McLaren. I'm using something to my advantage.
Correct. But if I was Red Bull and he was Ferrari and the FIA owned Ferrari, I'd say something with. If that advantage was to me also, I'd be like, hey, I'm doing this. That's like, why is that? Like, why is this being allowed? That's the difference between you and I. You're for example, fucking Cash App. You also had the unfair advantage.
Yeah.
And you're just
I don't gotta tell anybody. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it could benefit me. Correct. Yeah,
but if it happened to me, I'd be like, hey, what is going on? Like, why is this?
You would go and tell everybody, okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's my last point. That right from wrong in one scenario was right, and then right from wrong in this scenario, it's a little different.
I guess so. The only reason I get what you're saying, like I'm still kind of lost with it, but the only difference that I see is like, I don't feel like it's like I said, I don't feel like it's my spot to tell, like, I found this. Hey, just so you guys know.
Correct way, but it's right and wrong, though. You know what I'm saying?
If I was a commissioner.
No, just as a regular person way. Now, forget commissioner way. Regular person. Right and wrong.
If I found another loophole way to use an extra batter way, I would use it to my advantage way in fantasy for sure. If it's not cheating, if I'm not going out of my way to cheat, no. If it's like,
no, you're not cheating. You're not hacking the system.
You can use 2 utilities way and nobody else. Fuck it, I'm doing it way. I am 100% using.
I know you would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. That's clear.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. That's not being questioned.
But I don't think it's wrong. Why? Because I found a fucking loophole way. I'm not cheating. It's shit. I found this way to do it.
I think it's wrong if it's like the champion, like especially wrong if it's like what leads you to winning it all, right? And at this case, we don't know if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
So that's what I'm saying.
Would you let's say I find a way to use like an extra player, right?
And I found out. I'm telling you, I'm like, hey, what the fuck?
No. Let's say only I found out for 3 weeks. Only I found out, and then you find out that a la verga, he's doing this because he found out how to get rid of a pitch and use another player. Would you be pissed at me for doing it?
I tell you, bro, that's fucking wrong. But I wouldn't leave the league though.
Why is it wrong though? If I'm not the one in charge of the league way, I found something on the side.
Yeah.
Why is it wrong?
Oh, it's still wrong.
And I say I'm the one in charge of the league, and he found it. I wouldn't be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I know you wouldn't.
I would be like, "Oh, you figured it out. That's cool." Way.
Yeah, correct.
Eventually,
I know you would.
Somebody else will too, you know. But hey,
that's not being questioned though. That's not being questioned though. I know you would. You'd be fine with it.
At the end of the day, I think cheating is wrong. Yes.
Yes.
I don't.
That wasn't cheating. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, no. I know. But what I'm saying is like, you're saying right and wrong. Well, I don't think it's wrong not to tell you guys.
Correct. Way.
Yeah, because.
And I do.
Yeah. What?
That's what I did. You're saying that I was wrong.
Because you're the commissioner. I'm a regular person. You should have gone away to tell everybody the rule that you knew.
Technically, I'm a regular person too. Like all I do is just like you guys are.
Bro, you're a commissioner.
No, you guys are confusing commissioner though. Like if you guys can go and like let's say you're commissioner next, there's not much you can change besides basic settings.
We're not saying change them. You should have let us. You should have let everybody know. Because I found out on my own way. Alec found out. AB. I don't think you told anybody. They all found out. I feel like as soon as you knew, you should have told everybody because again, it looks like you're in first.
I'm also playing way, so it's like, yeah, it's not. If I wasn't playing, maybe hey, now everybody, but I'm also playing too.
But then if that's the case, way if you want to do the unfair advantages, you should not be commissioner. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like
hey, you all voted me commissioner, just so you know.
Correct, but I how foolish of me way to put trust in you.
I didn't do. That's on you. That's on. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna.
That's on me way.
Technically, even I'm not. breaking the rules?
No one's saying you're breaking the rules with.
Hey, you guys, I literally said, who wants to be commissioner? Oh, you should do. I guess, right?
Correct. Correct. 2 years ago. Correct. Andre is correct. 2 years ago, pre-playing fantasy with him, we voted Andre commissioner. Correct. That's not being questioned either.
The only
and as commissioner, I feel like I shouldn't have to say anything.
The only question is right from wrong.
But that's wrong though.
The only question is right from wrong. Eddie thinks it's wrong for I'm not gonna use myself for me not to say anything. I think it's I don't think there's anything wrong with me not saying anything. Again, I found something that I could use. Fuck it, I'm gonna use it. Like I don't. Just like we go back to any other sport or whatever. If somebody finds new cleats, it's like fucking Padres versus Dodgers. If the Padres find new cleats, they're not gonna go tell the Dodgers, "Hey, use these cleats because you hit harder." It's just, or you're gonna find something to use. I used it. Now we go back to the thing. If the MLB commissioner fucking finds out, only tells the Dodgers, very different because he fucking knows everybody. Me as a team, I don't. No way. I thought no way. Stuff.
Like I wasn't. All I did was have the title. You know, it's like I'm still a player too.
You still have the title. Like I don't understand what you don't get.
Yeah.
What power do I have though? Like
The rules.
yeah.
Setting everybody straight. Starting the draft.
Rules that we all come to agreement with.
No, nobody knew about it.
Nobody knew about that shit. With.
Bro, it's
Clearly,
hard.
the half the league did.
I'm trying
the
to fucking figure out like because it's so hard because I'm like fucking argue with Eddie. Like I see both points, but it's like
I'm never gonna change what I didn't do nothing, bro. I don't know. Yeah, everybody can feel I respect you guys' opinions, but for me, I'm fine with it.
See, and that's the tainted part. Way. That's why U.S. commish. This is not good way. Because what if something else comes up? I'm cooked. Because I'm not paying attention to shit like that. I saw the rules, 12 pitchers. Guess what? 12 pitchers. Way. And then it just so happened to be that I saw someone go over the limit on like Friday. We're like at an hour now. And then I saw someone go over on a Friday, and then they got crossed off, and that was my understanding of it now.
They can't pitch anymore.
That was my view of it. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely not even going to try it. That's the unfair advantage. It's not breaking the rules. It's not cheating. You didn't hack fucking ESPN. Wait, no one's saying that. It's just unfair advantage. You were the commissioner. Didn't make it known.
So you guys are just upset because I didn't say anything as commissioner. Sorry, not sorry.
Clearly, I'm not upset.
Yeah, fantasy upset. Fantasy upset.
I said I didn't care.
Fantasy, you guys are bothered because I'm commissioner. I didn't say anything, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, I know. Yeah, that's fine. But when do I think that shit would be fine? No money involved. When do I think now that it's a little not fine? Money involved. My money's getting played with. That's when I'm like, nah, I ain't paying the winner. But that's why I said I'm gonna continue playing, but I'm just not gonna pay the winner.
8-4, reigning champ. Los does it again.
He probably expected you to laugh. He expected
you
to
laugh.
laugh.
You could have done a little better.
He expected a giggle.
You could have done a little better.
It's all right,
I was expecting you to get a little comeback.
Commissioner. Let's commissioner that didn't tell the rules. That's how you are, way.
Well, listen. We'll see what the comments say.
Yeah.
It's
if anybody fucking comments.
If it's gonna be tough for somebody. To
well, I will tell the chat. Hey, comment. Let us know what you guys think. But then it's gonna be pretty obvious. The people who knew are gonna be fine with it. People who didn't know, not fine with it. I'm expecting Anton. Anton, you better ride for me, way. Big old paragraph right here. I'm expecting it, but
I want to see what they think, honestly, because it's like I don't. Yeah, we're done. It doesn't matter. It's just at certain points I agree with both of you, but then it's like, then I feel like when he said like I'm doing something right, it's like no, what the fuck? Like I'm obviously gonna do. If it's not cheating, we do it. And I don't think I'm wrong at all. But then I in my head I'm like, well, if he doesn't think he's wrong, maybe he isn't, because it's like, I don't think I have any fucking need. If I find something, I can maybe win with this. Again, not cheating. Why would people get upset that I'm doing it if it's like I'm? The
thing is though, the only reason, like I said again, I think it's wrong, is simply the money wise. Like I'll put the money, like you said, $25 away, whatever, fuck it, $50, whatever it was, it is what it is. But once I know I'm getting like unfairly disadvantaged with the $25, it's kind of like why? Like I would personally, if I had an unfair advantage and I won it all, even if it didn't help me a fucking lick way, but I was still doing it, and I took 50 times 4, whatever, $200 from people not knowing that, I would feel terrible way. You don't, and that's fine. That's expected. But me personally, way
that shit was funnier than fucking what he said right now.
I would feel I would be like, damn. Like I would feel pretty bad way.
I'm out. Don't got anything else to say.
Like I would feel bad. I wouldn't feel good about it. Like I would let's say we won softball way. Let's say we play Kyle's team on Mondays, playoffs, championship team.
nationality, I don't give a fuck how we won way. That's what I'm saying.
See, that's a different way. Let's say they beat us.
No, that's a tough one too.
Let's say they beat the shit out of us.
That guy don't get out way. What the fuck?
Nah.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Here, let me get my point off though. Okay. Let's say they beat the shit out of us on the field way. And then we find out, a player is like not on their team way. They're not signed up on the team. Let's go tell the league.
Nah, fuck.
And then we tell the league, and that's how we win. I'd be like, what?
Yeah, that's whack.
Like that's so whack.
That is whack. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I would feel like that using an advantage people didn't know about to win it all. Damn.
Yeah, that
and I was a commissioner. Fuck, way. You couldn't catch me.
That's a little bit of a reach.
Dead. Why? Why is every rebuttal I have is a reach way?
Okay. What? Okay.
Why? Like, how is that a reach?
So okay.
No, wait. Explain. How is that a reach?
You're comparing like winning a championship
in softball, not that serious.
Not that serious either. To fantasy,
which is also not that serious
not that
to
serious
be
either.
using an unfair advantage.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess if it involves money, yeah, it's not the biggest amount of money in the world, but it's also like.
Yeah, you also don't live on your own though.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's like, I get it, bro. Like if money's that hard, like we won't play money. Like I don't know,
or just play fair. Like I'm fine with dropping $25 way, but. But you didn't answer why it's a reach though. You didn't answer why it's a reach. Why is it a reach?
Because it doesn't compare. Like it's like
how?
Like you're still winning, right? Like I don't know. But like I feel
you're not.
I wouldn't feel guilty winning in this way because it is what it is. Right? Like I found a loophole in the fucking system, and it is. But this is like different. Like you're like feeling you're being a sore loser. I feel he's not on the team. We should deserve to win because he's an illegal player technically, and it's just that's.
But they're
like
both not serious though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I don't know. Like I feel like you're being a sore loser in both kind of. If you knew about it, I'm saying if you knew about this, since week 1, you would have said something too.
I would have told everybody. I would have aired it out way. You know
That's
how
good.
I know it? I'm
That's
pretty
good.
sure. Week 1 of season 1 way. Anton didn't change pictures at all. He didn't drop, add nothing. I added and dropped. I kicked the shit out of that full way.
We recall.
I kicked the fuck out of that full. And he was like, wait, I don't know how you fucking did it. Oh, bro, you could just add and drop pictures. Oh, you can do that? I didn't know. Yeah, bro. I said that week 1, season 1 way. I can guarantee you it. I find a loophole.
I don't think
I'm telling everybody. But that's the only thing I have closest to it,
yeah,
though.
That's not a comparison because, I mean.
Correct, but
hey,
that's the
Anton,
only thing I have
offense,
closest
Anton,
to it.
We all fucking know you can drop and pick up. This is fantasy, you know.
Correct, but that's the only thing I have closest to it, though.
What-
if I find a way to have an advantage, someone asks me, hey, yeah, like this is what I did.
He also asked me, just so you know, if I find a way to have an advantage. He asked me. I told him he couldn't put it in his head, put it on paper, pen and paper way. That's all I can do. I can't go on his phone and do it for him. But I told him. That's all I could say.
I did
what you just said.
Anton told me different, though. That's the thing. Like,
But
it
you
was
should
hard.
have told everybody, though.
Why?
Not just Anton. I know you don't get it, way. I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. No, you don't get it. Because I'm saying I would have told everybody.
You would have asked me. I would have told you straight up.
Yeah, but you should have told everybody as soon as you find out. Way.
No, I shouldn't be an announcer.
Then you shouldn't be commissioner, way. That's the point.
That one.
That's the
as
point,
a
like-
commissioner, I feel like you should have told her.
That's like the fundamental misconception you have, way.
Shitty commissioner then way.
Yeah, you're a shitty commissioner, way.
Or reigning champ way.
Unfair advantage.
Um,
See, that's it. Now it's all tainted, way. Now it's like, remember that year Andre won? Yeah. Shame.
I don't see it like that. I mean,
Not for me.
I do think, like, now you put in these terms, like, I do think if Churro could have possibly done it and won, now we're just going again.
Nah, he probably would have if
Hypothetical.
everybody else was doing it. And he probably would have been Andre. Like, who knows? Andre probably could have won still. Like, that's not the point, though. The point, like, what are the facts? The facts is Andre had the unfair advantage. Churro didn't.
You're right. I give you that.
The lady hit you with the car. You didn't say anything.
And we could have figured that out because, like I said, we weren't even halfway through the year. Everybody was still a game of each other.
I think
the whole league was even.
I think Eddie's
You know?
talking. Eddie's specifically talking more than anything about last year, that he thinks it was unfair that Churro lost and you won and you had an advantage.
Yeah, because this year I was going to
biggest
continue
thing.
playing. This year I was going to continue playing. I'm just not paying the winner.
Last year I found out like kind of towards the end too, and I guarantee you in playoffs I didn't even use it that much because you couldn't.
See, how am I supposed
Yeah.
to? How am I supposed to trust you?
But you knew
You
way.
could never use that many pictures.
But
like,
you knew. That's the thing.
Yeah, like
Okay,
how am I to
okay,
trust
it's
you?
just-
Like that's the tainted part.
Don't. But
I wonder.
I'm
I
not.
wonder if what people think about me. Do I sound like? Because it's like, I think it's wrong that as a commissioner, I think you should have told him yes. But I'm not a commissioner. I knew way. You think it's wrong for me? I don't think it's wrong for me not to fucking tell anybody. I'm a player. I'm trying to win. I'm not cheating. Huh? Otra vez que la ver estoy no entiende. Puto commissioner. Los doesn't fucking understand the part that he's a commissioner. He
Oh
doesn't
my
get that part.
god.
For some reason, he keeps arguing that he's a
You guys
player.
are just like, you guys think that should come first.
Yes,
No, I'm a player first.
bro. No,
And then all I do is send out the invites.
you're running the league way. You chose the rules. You literally asked us. You were
You're
like,
not running the league.
yeah, he is.
That's what you think? You don't run the league?
I mean,
Bro, you
technically I
asked
do.
us.
I run the
Do you
league.
guys want perfect games? Do you guys want stolen bait? You asked. So that at the end of the day, wait, you have all that advantage. You know all this stuff. I'm not saying that
You guys do.
you chose to do the 12 more, but when you knew as a commissioner, you should have brought it up. I think.
That's fine.
But then again, like sound like a broken record. Me finding out first, if only I knew. Fuck that. I'm not saying anything. I'm not the commissioner. I'm not gonna tell everybody. I'm using it to my advantage because I'm a player. But I'm not a commissioner like him.
I guess I'm not a player either way. But like,
He's saying that you're a player commissioner. You're saying you're just a player commissioner. That's what you're saying.
I'm a player first.
What do you think, Ed?
I'm a player first.
I agree with you. But are you also commissioner? Yes or no?
Yes.
Boom.
Yeah, I agree.
There.
I'm right there
That's
too,
it.
yeah.
That's plain and simple.
Toughie.
One more time.
I'm a player.
Say the other part.
Player commissioner.
Episode 35 is gonna be called
Serious
the
business.
No,
Talking about bikinis first. Boom. Fantasy.
butt cheeks. Fantasy argument. Chacho. What should we name the episode way?
Just chacho.
Hey, we should do something like where they know we're arguing. We're like, hey, hold me back. No, like push me.
He's hugging you.
We got our clickbait way.
We got our fantasy ran out. Wow, doesn't that feel good? One more time. Does that feel good?
I feel the same.
Not even gonna lie way. I feel exactly the same too.
I feel good. Well.
Nah, but like,
I was curious to think, like, what do you think? Like, I can't imagine. Nah, but I should have known you were going to be okay with it.
You want to truthfully know how I see you, eh?
Go ahead. Well, why weren't you saying the truth from the beginning?
Y'all just quitters, way. That's how I see it.
You said that already.
Yeah.
I didn't quit, though. I was not playing the winner.
You want to know what bothered me too, though, like the most, though?
What?
I didn't tell you this, but it was because everybody was talking. Anton calls me. Anton calls me and he goes, hey, wait. I'm like, what's good? He goes, hey, bro, I just talked to Eddie. He's really upset. Like, he was, like, talking shit upset. And you know what I told him? I was like, nah, it's all right, bro. I'm going to see him on Tuesday. We'll talk about it then. About an hour later, call you back. Hey, I can't talk right now, blah, blah. You're busy to not answer me, but you weren't busy to fucking talk to Anton, talk shit about me. And
Fantasy.
hey,
Keep in mind.
I'm going to call you about fantasy, but I'm saying you were busy to ignore my call, but you weren't busy to talk to Anton.
Yeah.
That's what kind of bothered me. Texted Marcus, try to talk to you too. As commissioner, trying to make things right. Ignored. Texted him Happy Father's Day,
Takes it who happy
Ignored.
Father's Day?
Marcus, he's a dad.
Oh,
Ignored. Churro. Ignored. Arre. And then I look back a couple hours later, they're all dropping their fucking teams. All right, bro. Like, y'all are fucking whack, bro. It's like Anton's over here making trades, bullshit trades, way. So you ignored me. Boom. Anton being a bitch. Boom. Marcus being boom. Arre. Yes, that's how I saw it.
So what happened?
And I could care less
was
at that point. And then in my mind, it is what it is. Nothing's gonna change. In your mind, in my mind, I'm chilling. 4 out of 8, technically new. Half the league, That's the way I see it. Half and half. That's how it stayed for me.
So you're a glass half full guy.
Yeah.
I'm a glass
Like
half empty.
I understand.
Glass can
I
only
understand
get
where you guys
more
coming
full.
from.
You could always put more water
yeah.
in the glass way.
That's
Just because the glass is
where-
half full doesn't mean make it good.
That's where it ended with. I was always trying to be the bigger person, but it couldn't be.
How way? How? Because you called us on Father's Day, dog. Probably a day I worked, busy as fuck. Anton called me when we were fucking talking about it and texting. Of course, yeah. Hell yeah, I was talking shit. You should have asked me. I was talking shit about the whole, how you handled it. That shit was bullshit. You guys are fucking idiots. You guys are so slow. Slow people always play vulnerable. Oh, you guys are dumbasses.
I didn't say that.
Alex said that. But you
Okay.
did say fucking idiots. List of idiots. Eddie, Anton,
Mm-hmm.
Arturo.
I already
List
said,
of smart as fuck.
I stated
me.
the rule.
Yeah, but
we had a little banter.
Late.
We had a little banter.
Late,
Okay,
though.
well, like I said,
Late.
either way, I still
But
called.
that's what
him
I'm
and
saying,
I
though.
tried.
You're complaining I didn't answer.
I still called.
Father's Day way. Father's Day.
Hey,
Father's Day way.
I still try.
I'm busy way.
Ick.
That's different, though. Nah,
That's
that's hard. Why? Because you guys hang out on Father's Day. You guys hang out on Mother's Day. You guys hang out on Valentine's Day. I'm busy those days, way. I'm not a phone guy either. So Father's Day, way, I ain't answering. Anton called me because it was the heat of the moment. And he was like, bro, what the fuck? They're like, why are they doing that? Why are they calling us idiots? And Yeah, I was like, yeah, what the fuck are they doing? That's like not the moment. Like, I literally said everything I said right now.
Still called it. Like I said, it wasn't even like an hour. It was probably like.
Nah, it was it was
10 to
late
30
as fuck. Wait, nah, it was different. He called me Father's Day morning. You called me when I was already working with.
Well, that's when I called you after he called me. So I don't know when.
Oh no, you called me when I had people on my pad with.
Hey,
I even told you. Like
I said-
that's different way. I responded, hey, I have people at the pad. That's different way. And then I had to go to work. And then you're using that against me way. Like that's so weird.
I'm not using. I'm just saying like that's when.
You're
that's,
not using
for
it
me,
against
that's
me,
when
but
I got
you
upset.
just brought it up.
That's when like. I wasn't.
Yeah, but you'll be
But-
fine way. Like
What the fuck? Yeah, wait,
I
I'm
let you
fine.
know what happened. Like you'll be alright way. Like I called you the next day, nothing.
Anyway,
On a
like,
regular Monday way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. For what? It's already over with. My league's done. Like, all good.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
That's all I had to say. But that was like the main thing. I got a little bothered, upset, but that was. By the way, trust me. Week went by. No, back to normal way, and I felt fine. I am fine. So, yeah, I feel like I should put the cap in it.
the cap
Put the
is
cork in
put. Yeah. Just a heads up to anybody out there, you can call me on a holiday. Chances are, no answer. No answer. No answer on holidays for me, boys. Huh? Yeah, in the middle of the argument. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm telling you, in the middle of the whole texting, I'm texting, so I'm using my phone right now. Anton calls me, yeah, I'm answering. You would have called me, Way? I would have answered.
This one I have no input in, boys, because it could go either way.
But
I don't know.
when there's people in my apartment, yeah, I'm not answering on Father's Day. Sorry about that.
Nobody called me, boys. Just saying. Anton called me and then I didn't answer.
Everybody called you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I was getting.
And then the one time I
stopped.
asked in softball way in person, everybody's fucking talking to me about it. I'm like, damn.
I was so
All right.
AB called me
This is
twice.
my
Anton
one
called me
time.
like, I'm like,
Sheesh.
fool. I literally told Eddie straight up, I was like, fool, like, that way, I don't want to talk about this shit right now. No, this was on Wednesday. And I was like, bro, I've been fucking answering calls. It was, just so you guys know how big of a deal it was, I was getting texts and calls all day, this, that. I show up, I'm like, I'm going to go play softball. Hey, lady, I'm just talking shit right now, the compas. But I was like, Eddie was like, oh, so talk to me about it. Fool, that's the fucking last thing I want to do right now. It's like, I've been talking about this shit Sunday night, Monday morning, Monday night, Tuesday. I'm like, dude. And then he was like, nah. And I kind of calmed down. I was like, whatever, let's talk about it. But like, I was talking shit about this fool. I was talking shit about him. I was fucking putting people. I said things how they are. Exactly how I said them here. There's other stuff that we're not going to talk about, but it's just like, you can't convince me. Like, he did things wrong. They maybe complained too much. I would have done things wrong. I don't know. But that's, bro, the fact that, the one thing that bothered me, this is my rant because we got to go. The one thing that bothers me about all this, excluding money, whatever, I get there's a lot. It kind of bothered me how like fantasy baseball literally got us like this point where it's like arguing with. Like I was just like, I know it involves money and all that. I get it, but it's just at the end of the day, it's still fantasy. I'm like, dude, that's fucking crazy that we're literally like bickering and arguing over fucking fantasy like baseball. Like that's what me and AB sent each other like 6 times. Like I saved the audios. We just sent audios that literally said fucking fantasy baseball because we're like me and AB were kind of the ones that we knew, but we understood their side. We got everything, and we're just not. We're the ones that really did talk shit. It was mostly like other people doesn't matter, but it's just like, dude, it's kind of annoying where it's like we're all compas, we're all cool again. It doesn't fucking matter, but it's like we let fantasy baseball get us this fucking like heated. It's like nah.
To be fair though, I was never like real life like bothered. No wait, so okay, let me get my point off then. Still, I still don't think like just to make it clear, real life I was chilling. It was just straight fantasy. Like, I feel like we've argued about worse way. Like, we've argued about dumber shit. Like, not argued, but we've well, what's your top 10 movies? Bullet Train.
Dumbass.
Fucking Godfather.
Can't have fucking opinions anymore.
What does Godfather do to you? What does Godfather do? I've watched Godfather. This is Andre talking to me. Godfather, I watched it. It did 0 to me. Bullet Train made me laugh.
Bro, Los Transformers changed my life. What did Dune 1 do to you?
So
what the fuck?
We've bickered about way stupider shit. Like for sure, we've bickered about stupider shit.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we were passionate. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
cool.
Real life.
It's cool.
I'll let Andre coach the softball team. Fantasy though, commish. Pass.
I'm good.
See you guys next week. Maybe not. Maybe something else happens. Who knows? It's
the arguing pod. Saw this.
Later, boys.
Yeah. so check your man, girlfriend. Ain't got time, this new designer on